Okay, welcome back. This is Azray, and we are doing Let's Play Minecraft. This should be episode number 7 of season 2. Yay! Congratulations to me for remembering where I am at in my series. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I'm getting ready to make an item sorter. You all recognize this, I hope, but this is my first wing, and it's going to be facing, I believe, this way. So that means okay, this means that our chest will be down here, and we'll be walking in our hallway, which means this will be mirrored over here somewhere. So hopefully we won't be cutting away in our terrain, but that's okay if we are, because it looks like we are 2 or 3 below, 4, and then maybe 5 below. So it shouldn't be that much of a big deal. Plus, I believe it's going to be 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then repeated 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and maybe up here. And by that time, I'll probably be getting rid of most of this and moving it anyways. So it shouldn't be big of a deal. And then, of course, it's going to be mirrored again that way, and then that way, and this way. Basically, it's going to be like a big cross. For those who are not familiar, I'm kind of copying the Zipcrowd's one of their old item sorters, but I'm doing it a little bit differently than how they did it. I'm actually going to be doing it a little bit more efficiently than they did it. So, I've already started up my hopper chain. This is the feeder line here. This will be the sorting line. This is the entry. Actually, I did that backwards. But that's okay. It's an easy fix. Um, don't. Yeah. So it's just a matter of doing that. And then going back up here. So this will be the entry point to the system. No, that's not right. I'm going to have to fix that because it needs to be in the middle, and this will be the middle point. Yeah, this is going to be the middle. In fact, why don't I lower this whole thing like 1 or 2 blocks? So let me go ahead and clear this up, and then we will restart. Okay, so I went ahead and switched the direction of this whole thing, and I also excuse me, I also put down the 3rd layer of hoppers that will actually go into the 1st layer of chest, which I haven't, of course, placed down. It takes a little bit of finesse because I have to switch back and forth. And, of course, if you recognize this system, you know I'm going to have to refill this in. Before I refill it in, we got to put down our torches, which this first one will go here. Just like that. Yada bada 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 bing bing bing. And then how this will work. Oh wait. I'm sorry. I'm off by a layer again. Silly, silly me. Yep. Let me see. Okay, so let me just go ahead and cut this away real fast. And I'll be putting these torches actually on a block that will be right where I'm actually standing. So I'll have to put down probably some of these. So I'll just get some more of these. And so I'll be right back. Okay, we got the torches in the right spot now. As you see, they are touching the, oops, I'm one short. They are touching the underbelly of these hoppers right here that will be facing into the chests, which is how it should be. This one here will be facing into the eventually be facing into a comparator, which will be placing here in just a moment. Boom, okay. But first, let me go get my, I missed. I'm not always that good at parkour, yeah? There we go. Much better. So let's go ahead and put some of this stuff in here. And I was hoping to, get more of this. Am I out of it? I might be. And if I am, that's a really big shame. Okay, well, I'll have to go back to my base and get some. So this is going to be a very big project. It will be eventually 15, doubled up on 30 on each wing, 4 wings. So that's 120 items on each level, and then of course at least 2 levels for 240 items, and maybe a 3rd level for 360 items, and maybe a 4th level down. Who knows? It's hard to say. There we go. Oops. Let me see here. I'm gonna need, yeah, my comparators soon. Okay, so let's go ahead and start placing the comparators. So if I'm doing this right, I need to put a block all the way along here when the comparators will be going. Like that. And then we have to dig down yet, oh wait, wrong tool. Yet again. But this time we will be placing if I'm doing this right, this one right here should have a torch. So let's take a quick look to make sure we have this right. Bottom one. Yep. And so that's the one that's going to have the repeaters on no ticks. I mean, not that it really matters. Okay. And then once we have that, we place that block. This is really going to be a very lengthy project. It will take several episodes, mainly because I will be doing one wing at a time, and then eventually I probably won't do the organizing part and setting up part online. Also, I have yet to find slimes, which will be needed for item frames. Or at least, I mean, I've got some slimes, but not really enough to make item frames for every last thing. And that's basically what's going to have to be done. I'm trying to make it so that every block that's being used for the actual thing is made out of this fancier new block. That's my objective, and of course I also eventually want to make sure that I do kind of build myself a back room area. I know it sounds somewhat strange. But when I'm done, I want to be able to walk around in here. And this is how I will ensure that. So, if all is well, this is ready to go. I mean, officially, this is ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is set up, I just need to put chest in it, but this one here will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. And if you see, if I put one more, it pushes it through. This first one will be the cobble, and the reason why it's going to be cobble is because I don't have any more cobble to show you, but from here on out I'll be using cobble as a filler. I should have plenty of cobble to do that. At least enough for a while. If I run out, I can switch it. I mean, it's optional. I can use any item as a filler that I want, provided that. And what's really cool is this can be automatically, this thing can set itself up. I can just fill in 5 and 6 in the last one, and then leave the first slot open. And whatever is the first item to come to that slot will be the one that becomes that slot's final resting item. So it's pretty much self-configuring in that respect. There we go. I'll put all these back. I'm putting those there just for the time being, because I need to do this. Oh, no, maybe it's 4. Let me see. 1, 2. There we go. 5 times is 21. So this is just an easy way to set it up. It's just pre-configure your so it's 1, 2, 3. So this is, each of these is going to be one chest, and we're pretty much ready to go. Now it's just a matter of just switching items out. I'll go ahead and get my inventory ready to go, and then we'll come right back. Okay, so I'm about ready to start putting these filler items into each of the hoppers and the hopper filter. Just so you know, once I do this, I will probably just redirect this hopper chain from here into this and let it run entirely on its own. I probably won't rearrange. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this in my last episode. I did show it in my creative video I just did recently. I went ahead and just set it up so now it's one hopper going between each of these stations. This one's actually really easy to do because it just happened to be facing the right direction. So it goes from here into the so it basically does the I can't speak, I swear. It does first thing the mob dropper, and then it goes to the iron farm. I will also be bringing in all the items from up there down here, probably manually. I will probably put a couple chests on the same chain. But again, I only have enough for 15 items, but that's at least 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be really tight. I probably won't have enough yet to do more than just what my current farms produce. So it's gonna be tricky in that respect. So once again, It's really easy. That's all you have to do. I put 21 stackable, normally 64 stackable items into each one of these. I haven't put the chests on yet, so oh, pardon me. So this won't actually do anything other than put it to the bottom hopper, and then it'll just get clogged. So I do need to put the chests in pretty soon here. So I'll be doing that after I finish doing this. So I'll come back and show you how that works. Okay, I'm about ready to put down the chests. Again, these are going to be double chests, but I don't know if I mentioned this yet. They are going to be stacked 3 levels. So I actually can just happen to visualize that this will be where the next chest will be underneath me. So I think let's go ahead and put the hoppers down now for it. The hoppers will fill up first and then the chests, and that's okay. That's perfectly acceptable to me. Okay, we're just going to go, every other one is going to be a chest, and then every other one will be a trap chest. This is what allows us to have them every single tile. So now, like that. And then back to this one. Again, back to this one. So we're just going to be placing a chest on every single one of these. Pretty simple. I'm sure you've all seen this arrangement before. It's nothing new. It's pretty much the standard storage system. But I like to, showcase it. It is one of my favorite builds. And it's pretty standard for me. So there we have it. That's done. Let me show you that this does work. So I'll just go ahead and throw all my cobble in, because I already know the cobble is set up to filter. And what you should see ultimately here is actually it'll end up in here. It's going to fill this one up first. And then once that's filled up, it'll fill up the next one, the chest. And since I don't figure it'll be a while before we actually end up filling the chests, at least I wouldn't imagine so, I have a while before I need to place the next set of chests, and so for that reason I'm probably going to expand out horizontally before I go down vertically. I'm probably going to place at least one more row of chests under here, and then leave it at that just to complete it, which will basically go in. I could have actually just done it in here, but it's going to go into that one. The only downside of the trap chests is that when they're open, they won't allow any items to move through the chain. That's kind of a peculiarity, and I wish there was a way around it, but there isn't. Alright, there we go. I do believe it was chest first. So boom, 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 boom. It really doesn't matter because I'm on a whole new level. So I mean, I could have just switched it to trap chest at this point. It doesn't really make a difference as long as that on each level I alternate. Just FYI. And just to show you that now the cobble is moving down to that chest. Alright, so we got our first official level done. We just now need to go ahead and move all the items into this system. I may as well waste the hoppers. Alright, okay, good. So we're going to be quickly breaking the chain. Oops, taking fall damage. Isn't that just always the way to go? Okay, let that do its thing. And like that. Before it comes back, I may as well make sure I hurry up. And like that. Alright. So if there's any items in here, we shall see them go through here shortly. Let's just watch. Well, that's okay. It may be a while before we start seeing items go through. How's my storage side doing? I need to open up another. There we go. So let's take a look how this is working out. There's the cobble. No other items yet. Give it a few minutes, though, and it should probably definitely have more items. And I will probably start moving items from this chest into the array. And with that, I'll be right back. I almost forgot to mention, in case of an overflow or in case there's no more room in here for items, aka if I do more than 15 items on accident, this I need to actually put a chest on the end of. Oopsie, I already packed away my chests. But that is where overflow items will ultimately end up. I gotta go around the long way. Take a look to see what we got going on in here. Still nothing. Now, of course, I don't know if you know this, but there has to be at least 2 items surplused before you'll see items in the chest. That's 2 items. One that will end up in this one, and one that will end up in this one. So you'll see if I open up this one, there's a cobble in there. And of course, there'll be this cobble right here. So if I look in here, there's not yet any item in here yet. So I've yet to actually pick up another additional item. But I will be soon. So let's just go ahead and get myself an overflow chest before I do anything. I put all my spare items into this top chest and remove the hoppers. Let's just go ahead and get myself a chest. Okay. And that will just act as an overflow protection in case I mess up and put too many items in there. Which can happen. And it does happen. Sometimes intentionally. I mean, sometimes I will throw items in there just to throw items in there. We'll just go ahead and do this. And then okay. So now we should start seeing items filtering through. Oh. That's not good. That means we have a mistake. And we need to go fix that mistake. So arrows are working just fine. It is not unlikely that problems can develop in this array. It's happened to me many times. like that. When two items are sorting at the same time, it will sometimes fluke up. Generally it works, especially does not work well when you put multiple items into these, because one item at a time needs to filter through these. Into this one can never have more than one item. Otherwise, you will glitch the system. And you can't put anything in this one until this one is done, because it will have a signal strength that will carry over. So pretty much all I can do is let the system do its thing. And just wait for it to finish. Oh yeah. Here we go. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for today. I just wanted to show you that I was doing actual projects. I did want to bring you with me. This will be entirely underground, just FYI. So as that will be actually covering this whole thing. And what will be visible will eventually be not this layer, but a third layer. I may as well set it up now. I mean, I got plenty of chests to do it. And I got a tree farm and iron golem farm. I don't see why I shouldn't. So let's just go ahead and start the process on the next row. And it's going to be this one down here will be a hopper. This one here will be a chest. Let's just go ahead and clear this out real fast. Okay, so I went ahead and put the third layer of chests down. And now it's time to go ahead and get these chests gotten rid of. Whew, look at that. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to do one chest at a time. Pretty much just like that. And then check my inventory if I have room for the next one. Which looks like I do. And that one doesn't really have anything in it. Let me see here. That one doesn't really have anything in it. That's going to go into the sorting system anyways, so I'm just going to leave that one there. And I have to come back for the rest. So it's a long way down, and we'll be right back. Okay, I think I got everything taken care of and in order. I've gone ahead and put a lot of the items already in there myself. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do next. Probably off camera, just because I don't think you want me to watch do it, but I'm moving items from my base into here if they already have a space. Otherwise, I'll be doing the next section, which I'll just show you. Will be basically, this will be the area I'll be walking in, is right here. So like this will be the actual area that will be the walking area. That's like where I'll be basically able to access my chests. Itself, and then of course this will be a 3 wide corridor, I believe is what I've chosen. So let's go ahead and just make that 1, 2. We'll just go ahead and quickly carve out kind of like an idea, a rough idea. And then 1, 2, 3 again. 1, 2, 3 again. Right up here in the middle. I haven't decided how I'm going to do the middle section just yet. Let's just go ahead and carve this out. And then right here will be the next level of chests. And hoppers. which I will probably do off camera, just so it's done. So, thank you for watching. This is Asbury again. We're doing a Let's Play Survival series here, Season 2, in case you forgot what I'm doing. And this is my own personal world where I will be inviting somebody to come in here. So, I won't be alone. Lonely. I'm so lonely. Okay, anyways. So I do hope that you enjoy watching this. If you have any questions about this, like what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it, how I'm getting to it, feel free to ask questions. I'm okay with questions. I don't have any opposition to being asked questions. I'm not afraid of questions. I think this will be my back walking area. Yeah. Because I ultimately put a light. Yeah, I'm going to be walking here. My service area. I need to be able to access. I need to be able to access this. Oh, so there's some of these that haven't been filled up yet. Interesting. I have to look into that. I thought I had picked enough items, but anyways, so I'm going to be able to access this hopper from a back room ultimately, and so also right here on this block, I will be putting glowstone lamps, which will allow me to know what items are currently being filtered. I mean, I can just look up on this piece of redstone, but I think it's a lot cooler looking if I actually put a piece of lighting, and you'll just see it blink when items are moving through it. So that's kind of just a cool effect, I think. I got a lot of carving out to do. To make this hospitable. I'm thinking 3 high. Alright, 1, 2, 3. So, okay, good. And through 3 by 3 will be the walkway. And of course, I'm going to leave this as probably smooth stone, which I don't have a silk touch on me, so. And the cool thing is, here's the cool part. Hey, I can just throw my cobble right into there. Isn't that nifty? And that's just the way to do it. And of course, andesite, granite, and diorite will eventually have their own chest as well. I will ultimately be putting item frames on the front of these chests. You can still access the chest with item frames, or I would put in item frames on a piece of glowstone right above. So I will ultimately know what's in each chest, and at some point I will actually get around to sorting the chests. The sorting part will be probably the most difficult, but the easy way of sorting the chest is really just to go behind them and just change the one item that's in the filter, and then from thereafter only that item will go through into that chest. So I will for a while have chests with multiple items in them, 2 items, the old item, the new item, and then I'll just slowly move the old items to the new chests. And I'll be even easier than that. What I will do is I will put a chest attached to this hopper chain. I'll put a chest probably on that top one right there, so I can just easily say, okay, I'm moving the arrows. I don't want to have to manually go move them. I'll just go pop them into that chest, get the next item, pop it into that chest, and repeat, rinse and repeat. So it'll be really easy to do that way. If you like my videos, I do ask that you please hit that like button. I do like to see if I can get 100 likes by the end of the year. I know that's asking a lot. I do need subscribers. I'm always looking for new subscribers, so if you know anyone who is just wanting to watch a Let's Play series, this is very casual. I do ask for suggestions, and I do follow through on suggestions. If someone says, oh, you should put, a diorite underneath all the chests, I will do that. I mean, if you think that's what looks good, that's what looks good. I will at some point. I do hate to do it. I know it's tacky, but I will be taking donations, mainly because time is money, and I don't have a lot of money or a lot of time. So I will be ultimately taking donations, And donators will get priorities on suggestions. If you donate money and then say, I would like to see you do such and such, then I will do it. Pretty much. I will also be considering other in-world rewards. I've seen what like NIMS TV, I think it was, has done, and what DocM has done, what Ethos has done. I haven't decided how I want to do it just yet, but I have a few ideas. I'm not going to do the tree farm that Ethos did. That's definitely going to be just a no-go for me. I might do just signage for the smaller donators on my trees. I might keep it every area of trees that don't ever go away, but I doubt it. Um, I'm thinking I might do just a small villager because I do spend a lot of time trying to round up villagers. I'm going to be looking for farmers in the near future because I'm going to be automating my farms with farmers. I have one farmer already that I'm hiding away from you guys. He's being held captive, kind of like a little slave in a dungeon down below. But when I'm ready to bring him to work, he'll be my first farmer to work. I haven't decided. I did do a proof of concept in my creative world with NIMS TV's carrot potato farm, and to see if it would work with wheat. And for some reason, when I tested it, it didn't work. I I accidentally destroyed his timer that he built. I downloaded his test worlds and made modifications to it, and destroyed the timer on accident. I was trying to convert the wheat farm into a wheat/bread farm. The idea will be is that the timer will flush all the wheat into the hopper, but in the meantime, the farmer will harvest some of the wheat, keep it for himself, turn it into bread, and then I was going to basically do, I can't remember who it was who did it, but basically he'll throw the bread to one of his fellow villagers, and blocking him will be a hopper that will actually pick up the bread that he throws. So that basically it will be a wheat, potato, carrot, and bread farm all stacked on top of itself. And of course, once again, it will be attached to the system. This will probably stay the way it is. I'll tell you that right now. I don't intend to really do anything with this iron farm. That, on the other hand, that big old monster dropper, I'm thinking about moving it over to the mountains. And again, I don't recall who it was, but someone showed how with the new activator rail ejection system, they made a mob farm using that, where they basically just made a long kind of like this, hill, all in the dark. So those mobs would spawn in it in the dark, and then just having minecarts go back and forth, picking them up, bringing them down, and then ejecting them into a drop, just a long drop. Again, when I find the video, I will link it, of course. I'm thinking about doing something like that, maybe, but doing it back in the mountains or over this little body of water over here, so I won't have to worry about lighting up things for the efficiency reasons. This is a deep ocean, I think, over here or over there, so that's probably going to be my best bet since there's going to be less mobs to worry about. I gotta find a way. I don't know how to do it. I need to find a way to. I have a few ideas. I've seen Etho. I think he did it, but I need to find a way to farm the squid, maybe. So that's basically it. Again, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, share my videos, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And until next time, toodaloo.